My name is Karla Slocum, and I am the 2013 NEH Resident Scholar. My project is an ethnographic study of race, place, and history. I'm looking at the contemporary identities of communities that are considered to be racially specific and historically significant. I am interested in how this identity process actually unfolds for these types of communities. The specific case that I'm looking at is communities in Oklahoma where there were towns known as all-black towns. These were towns that were started at the end of the 19th century going into the early 20th century, formed by freedmen who were in Oklahoma Territory at the time, and African Americans who migrated from the South. The two communities, the two populations intersected to form these black towns, and they were considered remarkable towns because they were economically vibrant, devoted to black solidarity, devoted also to racial pride. In the 21st century, these towns are not economically vibrant, they are economically fragile. They are also very depopulated. They have had a lot of outmigration, and so they are considered to be less significant. I'm interested in how they are forming their identities in the 21st century at the nexus of national U.S. discourses about race and community in the 21st century, drawing upon their history, which had very specific discourses also about race and community. I have been able to do a lot of thinking about my project. The wonderful thing about being at SAR and having this time here is that it has enabled me to be able to think a lot about my project and actually rethink some things. I've been able to develop a book proposal and also complete a little more than half of my book manuscript. The communities that I study are very concerned about their recognition for their place on the American map. And to that end, I believe my project is raising awareness about the centrality of these sorts of communities to American history, but also contemporary American experience and contemporary American experience. And so the project is very much invested in drawing attention to the ways in which these towns are centrally American, at the same time that they are often considered to be very remote and actually marginal to the very larger American experience. Yes, it's been a very good experience. I think there are probably 3 words that sum up my time here, and they would be productive, supportive, and pleasurable. I would say productive because I've had the fortune to be able to work on my project, as I mentioned before, just the ability to have the time to work on my project, and it's a project that is central to my career and is also very personally and professionally important to me. I also say supportive because there's the wonderful staff at SAR, their facilities such as the library and the office space, but also the fellows cohort has actually been a very wonderful source of support in ways I actually had not imagined before I arrived. I've had 3 or 4 fellowships through the course of my career, and I've never had a fellows cohort that has been as supportive for me as I've been working on a research project. I also say pleasurable because SAR is aesthetically beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing environment, and I don't think we should discount the value of that for doing the kind of work that we do. Writing is a very isolating kind of experience, and if you're in a beautiful place, it makes it all the easier to get the work done. So I very much appreciate that, at the same time that there's easy access to all the culinary and artistic and historic riches of downtown area that we have easy access to. So if there's any injustice about being at SAR, I think it is just that we have to leave.